Welcome back to Sparkle and Shine, your go-to podcast for expert tips and tricks from JP Carpet Cleaning Expert Floor Care. I'm your host, Layla, and today I'm going to give you some real actionable things that you can do to maintain your carpets and area rugs. So, every homeowner knows the importance of keeping your space looking good, whether that's keeping your tabletops clean, keeping your knickknacks put away or organized. Every homeowner knows how important it is. Every person with a living space knows how important that is. Dirty rugs can very obviously and conspicuously alter the way your space is perceived by your guests, your family, even yourself. Rugs and carpets should last several years before needing to be replaced, but with regular maintenance and the appropriate methods of managing spills, you could make it last even longer. And not only that, enhance the appearance of your home. So if you want to keep your rugs and your carpets lasting a little bit longer, consider these 5 simple carpet and rug care tips that can help to prolong the life of your carpets and area rugs. So the first tip, avoid wearing shoes inside. This is probably a no-brainer, but really the first tip that we have for you is to make a habit of removing your shoes before you enter your house. This will stop you from bringing any dirt onto the carpet or onto the rugs or into the house in general. Dirt has a habit of working its way through the fibers of your rugs and carpet and invading the backing and the padding, and it can sink real down low, and even your vacuum won't be able to get it out. The less dirt you bring in from the outside, the more your rug stays clean. As a matter of fact, this also applies to natural stone floors, hardwood floors, and even tile floors. Harmful dirt can build up on all your surfaces, leaving your home looking dull and worn. And as a matter of fact, dirt from your shoes and your feet, if you walk outside barefoot, can actually act as sandpaper on other floors like natural stone or hardwood and etch the surface. So just in general, good idea to keep your shoes off while you're inside. The next tip we have for you is to vacuum your rugs and carpets regularly. Make sure you vacuum your carpets at least twice a week. If they're in a high traffic area, then they may need to be vacuumed more often. And no, it does sometimes take 2 to 3 passes to fully get up as much dust as possible. And always vacuum in an overlapping pattern. That is, when you push forward, make sure when you pull back and push forward again, you're overlapping those strokes. And pull back slowly when you vacuum, because it's the reverse motion, that pulling back of the vacuum, that applies the most powerful suction. Okay, the next tip we have for you, again, might be kind of a no-brainer. Spot cleaning. When spills occur, blot them up as quickly as possible. The longer the spill is allowed to sit on the carpet, the more likely it is to turn into a persistent stain. You can easily eliminate much of this staining by blotting up the liquid. Depending upon the type of spill, there are several methods you can go with to carefully lift as much of the stain as possible. Repeat the process 2 to 3 times for the best result. This is one of the most important things that you need to keep in mind. Also, when I say blot, I specifically mean take a towel, push it very firmly into that area. Do not scrub the spill, as scrubbing will damage the integrity of the fibers and can actually force the stain to set in. If there is a spot that you have tried 2 or 3 times with your with the quick spot cleaning method, just leave that spot alone. Leave it to the professional carpet cleaning tech. They're the guys that are going to really be able to manage that for you. The next tip is try to keep heavy furniture off of your rugs, or manage how often they're sitting there and fluffing your rugs regularly. So heavy furniture on your rugs will create indents, and especially with deep pile rugs. Fluffing the rugs periodically will help breathe life back into those flattened fibers. Additionally, just for your awareness, after each professional carpet or rug cleaning service, ensure that your carpet cleaning specialist places special blocks under the furniture legs for the prevention of damage. Sometimes, especially if it's wood legs, the stain from the wood could seep into the wet carpet. So blocks will prevent that from happening. Similarly, if you've got metal legs, the water may rust the metal, which will then seep back into the carpet. So always make sure there's special blocks under the furniture legs after you have professional cleaning, or even after you've done your own spot cleaning if it's near the leg of a piece of furniture. And 5, professional cleaning is a must. If you own carpets in general, if you have rugs, carpets, area rugs, if they are handmade or machine made, Pakistani, Oriental, from Floor and Decor, if you will, they need to be professionally cleaned at least once a year. The annual cleaning will help to prolong the life of the rug. Professional rug cleaners know the right methods to use and the solutions to use on various fabrics, and will make sure that your rug is bright and refreshed once they're done. This is done in a way that spot cleaning and your own little carpet steam cleaner machine might not be able to hit those deep ingrained stains or the dust that's deep in the fibers. So those are the 5 basic carpet and rug care tips that you should consider performing on a regular basis in order to prolong the life of your rugs and carpets. I do have a couple more bonus things to consider when determining how to care for your carpets and rugs. So these are based on some questions that I've received. So, what tools and supplies might I need to do any carpet or rug cleaning? I like this question because it's important to know what you should have on hand. And, having the right tools and supplies is essential. So here are some of the things that I would recommend that you have on hand at home. Obviously, a vacuum cleaner. As I mentioned before, vacuum cleaning is essential to keeping your carpets and rugs cleaned and well maintained. Having a good vacuum is very important for proper cleaning. A carpet brush or a carpet rake. There are brushes that are specifically made for carpets and rugs. They have special bristles that are soft and designed to be gentle on the fibers of the carpet while also loosening and removing embedded dirt and pet hair. 3, microfiber cloths or towels. These are great for spot cleaning. Microfiber material is gentle and absorbent, and it makes it incredibly effective for blotting up spills without spreading it further. So this would be having those towels on hand specifically when spills happen. And then a wet vacuum. A wet dry vac would be especially helpful when dealing with liquid messes like pet stains or pet urine, or if you've spilled your coffee or tea or something like that. The wet vacuum can do the extraction of the spill and then the extraction of the cleaning solution or the excess water from whatever solution you're trying to use to manage that spill. Okay, next question. How often should I treat my carpet and rugs? Again, I kind of touched upon this earlier, but regular cleaning is a crucial part of the cleaning process, and timing is important. Extra attention will help to maintain your carpets and rugs, and yearly deep cleaning services will keep them in tip-top shape. So we know what the answer is for professional cleaning, but how often should you perform spot cleaning or at-home maintenance? Truthfully, as long as you aren't using any harsh chemical carpet cleaners, tackling the spill as soon as they happen, regardless of how frequently, shouldn't be a problem. However, I will make the statement that if you are using an at-home carpet steamer, less is more. Use it maybe once a month. Make sure you're extracting as much water as possible. Try to avoid using too much of the soap or shampoo that is provided to you, and just generally be a little bit more delicate with that than you would just blotting up a spill. And does the rug material matter? The types of fibers in your carpets and rugs absolutely matters. It is incredibly important. For example, natural fiber rugs must be treated differently than synthetic fibers. Viscous rugs are very different than wool rugs. And, free-floating rugs also should be treated differently than wall-to-wall carpet. Knowing what you have will certainly help to handle that wide range of issues that you may face and may help you prevent damage. For example, a solution that'll work on synthetic fibers likely won't work on wool fibers since they're natural and are more susceptible to damage from acidic solutions. So that's all I have for today. We talked about 5 different tips to maintain your area rugs and your carpet. So that's avoiding wearing shoes inside, vacuuming regularly, spot cleaning quickly, always blot, never scrub, keeping heavy furniture off of the rugs, and maintaining a professional carpet cleaning schedule. We also had a couple bonus things. We went through a list of tools and supplies that you might need on hand for carpet cleaning and rug care. We also talked about how often you should treat your rugs at home, and we talked a little bit about how important the rug material is. So with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Sparkle and Shine. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions or have a topic in mind that you'd like me to discuss, please let me know on any of our socials. I'm happy to go into detail on any of the questions you may have. And as usual, don't forget to tune in next week for more expert advice from JP Carpet Cleaning Expert Floor Care. I'm Layla, wishing you a sparkling clean home. Until next time, keep shining.